So this was a crazy story, man. Chicago obviously has a huge problem with murders, but we also have a huge problem with other types of crime like carjacking and robberies. And there was just a robbery that took place of a TV crew that was reporting on robberies. And I think it was like partially captured on video. So they're reporting the armed robbery problem has become so bad in Chicago, according to CWB Chicago, that armed robbers robbed a TV news crew doing a story about an armed robbery in Westtown. They said at least 30 people were robbed or carjacked during sprees between Sunday afternoon and Monday morning. You know, the weekend is a particularly bad time, but it's all week long, man. The robberies in Chicago is nonstop. When I was, and this goes back to even when I was a kid, every house on our block was broken into, actually except ours. But my grandma, she lived right down the street from us. She was broken into. Everybody, our neighbor was broken into. Everybody was hit at some point, man. But a reporter and a photojournalist were preparing to do a live shot about the latest robbery spree when a holdup crew rolled up to them in the 1200 block of North Milwaukee. So this is over by Milwaukee and Division. Probably you guys have seen in a few of my videos. It's like there's 6 corners over there. So without identifying the victims as a news crew, a Chicago police spokesperson confirmed that a 28-year-old man and a 42-year-old man were outside over by Milwaukee and Division when a black SUV and a gray sedan pulled up around 4:53 a.m. 3 men got out of the vehicles wearing ski masks and displaying guns. They took their personal belongings. They went into their work vehicle and stole the station's camera. A source familiar with the crime confirmed this, adding that the victims were working for Univision. So, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's a Spanish channel, but this is the second Chicago TV news unit to be robbed this month. So before, a woman was carjacked on the same block. Police said that 3 men got out of a blue sedan. Around 10:12 p.m. on Sunday, one pointed a gun at her and took control of her white Ford Escape. So the robbery spree, it hit Wicker Park and Bucktown on Sunday afternoon. Wicker Park and Bucktown are like upscale, like hipster areas. Well, I wouldn't say upscale, but it's like a lot of young people, that are like professionals living in these areas. So based on the description of the offender, of the getaway car, a gray Nissan with heavily tinted windows. Officers believe it was the same crew responsible for a similar crime spree on Saturday. So Sunday's holdups began around 2:55 p.m. over in the 1800 block of West Cortlandt. So that's over by, if you guys have seen me, I've had this spot in a lot of my videos, like right over by St. Mary of the Angels church, that big church you guys have seen in some of my videos. I don't know if I'm going to have any footage for it in this video, but it's like that huge church. It's literally the biggest Catholic church in the state of Illinois. And it's got that big dome. I've put the camera on it in a few videos. That spot right there. And they have like neighborhood security over there, like private security. But a CPD spokesperson said that a 54-year-old man was parking in his garage when 2 robbers exited a gold Nissan Altima and took property from him and a 22-year-old woman in his car. These were the incidents that followed like very soon after that. Several masked men robbed a woman in the 400 block of North Carpenter around 4 p.m. A group tried to rob a man in the 1300 block of North Wicker Park around 4:05 p.m., but witnesses intervened and the offenders fled. The crew tried to take a white SUV in the 1100 block of North Hermitage around 4:10 p.m. They failed at that. Another robbery attempt was reported near Bloomingdale and Winchester around 4:20 p.m. Officers who responded said that they spoke with a neighborhood security patrol officer who saw a delivery driver get robbed, but the victim was gone when cops arrived. So the group apparently tried to carjack another vehicle over by Ashland and Chicago Avenue at around 4:30 p.m. That attempt also failed. So the robberies were unfolding, and Chicago police radioed that they saw the crew's getaway car traveling on Damon near Wabansia around 4:12 p.m. But the cops also radioed that they were not following nor pursuing the vehicle full of armed men. So the nighttime crime wave began around 9:45 p.m. over in the 2200 block of West Hirsch. This is all the same general area of the city, by the way. It's like near north and northwest side. Police said that a man and a woman were robbed by 2 gunmen who exited a dark sedan with guns. The robbers repeatedly punched the male victim before escaping with the couple's valuables. 5 minutes after that, a 67-year-old man and a 29-year-old woman were robbed while walking in the 2000 block of North Hoyne. So that's over by Hoyne and Armitage. Police said 3 men jumped out of a blue sedan with handguns and took their property. They punched the male victim before fleeing. Moments later, the same crew battered a 35-year-old man who refused to give up his property in the 2100 block of North Hoyne. Refusing to give up the property, man, you might as well just blow your own brains out. I just don't understand why guys do this. They refuse to give this stuff up. everything that you got is replaceable. Your life is not. Like these guys, he was taken to St. Mary's Hospital for treatment. CPD said that he was in good condition. 10:30 p.m., two men robbed a 44-year-old woman and a 23-year-old woman at gunpoint over about a block, like a block west of Racine on Randolph. This is more close to downtown. The offenders kicked the younger woman when she refused to cooperate. She was taken to Rush Hospital, and guys always cooperate. I hate reading this type of stuff, man, but a doorbell camera recorded this robbery in the 800 block of North Damon. So that's like Damon and Chicago Ave. Again, not exactly downtown, but close to downtown. The timer on the footage indicates that it occurred a little before midnight, but that may not be accurate, though. So, anyways, one of these got caught on video. This was being tweeted out by CWB Chicago. They said they hit the woman, order her to stop screaming. They then demand her PIN while pointing a gun at her face. I'm going to show you guys some screenshots of it. If I play it, unfortunately, the video gets a strike, but CWB Chicago has it on their Twitter. In the 2100 block of West Ohio, a man was carjacked at gunpoint around 10:45 p.m. CPD said he was exiting his black SUV when a gunman walked up to his driver's door with a handgun and took control of the vehicle. So thankfully nobody was killed in this, but two TV crews robbed this month and one while reporting on robberies. So that's what's going on here, man. But yeah, always give up the stuff. But ladies, I highly advise not to go out alone. Some of you guys might be packing guns or whatever. You notice that none of these people that I reported on started blowing at these guys, and they're all still alive. The shootout route is never the way to go. I really don't think that's a good idea. I know a lot of guys always get in the comment section talking about if somebody tried to take my stuff, I'm blowing at them. You got to think about it like this. Okay, first of all, they don't have to up their gun. Like, it's not going to take them any time because 9 times out of 10, they're already going to have it out when they approach you. They're already going to have it. So all they got to do is pull their trigger finger. You got to take the gun out. You know, if it's not already cocked, whatever. They definitely have an advantage as far as like the time. So plus they got the element of surprise. Plus they probably are going to have numbers on you as far as the number of guys. So you're going to get a shootout with guys and just, throw your life away for nothing. Yeah, my advice though, if you go out with multiple people, that might be a deterrent, if you stay in groups, because if they're outnumbered, okay, now that's a different story. If you're in a group of 5, 6, and there's only 3 of them or whatever, now you might, never have to even worry about having that confrontation in the first place. And when the cars pull up alongside of you, someone's about to go down if it's a carjacking, and if they box you in. But you got to watch your surroundings at all times, and always be checking that rearview mirror to see if somebody's coming up behind you or whatever. There's been plenty of times like I've had to peel out in Chicago, and maybe it wasn't going to be anything. Like maybe it was nothing, but better be safe than sorry. Maybe it was going to be something. So yeah, definitely err on the side of caution because, like I said, a lot of these guys may be high off pills. They're super young. Some of these 11, 12 years old. So, you don't know what's going to happen. Thanks for watching, guys. It's your boy, Chicago News. I'm out.